This is Pastor Stephen Blake, also known as the Dancehall Pastor, and you're listening to The Reasoning. Stay tuned. Alright, so 2017 was praying at my altar at the church. And I believe God speak to me and say, you're the pastor of the dancehall. So I wanted to speak my message in a dancehall. And so I start declare it from them time there, And then people start to, give me a little respect after a while. But then when I moved to Kingston, the people them just shorten it and just start say dancehall pastor. So I just work with it,
Where are you originally from?
So I'm a Montego Bay man. I was born in Kingston, but my family moved to Montego Bay because my father is an artist, he's now a pastor. And at the time he was working on the North Coast, so in order for him not to be traveling to Kingston every day from Negril, he decided, and my mother decided to move the family to Mobay, so me become a Mobay man.
Alright. So to get this correct, other than an artist, you're also a pastor, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm not an artist. I'm a pastor who can sing. So, if I was an artist alone, can you have artists who became pastors? It's well documented. My father, Papa San, Junior Tucker, most of these men were known artists, but I am a pastor who can sing, and I just did not believe that my talents must just because I'm a pastor, it means I must ignore the other talents then. So that's why I guess most people see me as a pastor first, even if I'm up on the biggest stages, I sing my music.
alright, so what do you say? Just like you said, you're a pastor. You're a pastor. You say that you use dancehall to be more relatable to people in terms of like your sermon, etc.
Yes, definitely. So dancehall culture is Jamaica's culture, and the work that I do is outreach work in the inner city community. So I did work in Canterbury, Gully, Albion Lane in Montego Bay. And, I always looking into myself to say, how can you reach these youths them? And we realize anytime the Vibes Cartel and the Tommy Lee them and the Popcorn them play, right? This is like 2009, 2010. Them gather and the whole of them just excited, and me I say, I can't reach them youth here by doing the traditional things, because them youth are hardcore, so you can't really go in there and say, we shall have a grand time up in heaven. You have to go there and lick a bit aggressive. So when, me used to go in at the prison ministry them and so on, would I sing, my God, never lose a buckle yet, and them a mash up the prison in there, And me realize, okay, we'll find the formula to reach the hardcore kind of youths them that God sent me and my family to. And I guess it just moved from levels to levels, starting from prison, street church, to when we start the Crab Fest and start the Mobile City Run and start the hardcore shows and them kind of thing until it reached this big level now. You know what I'm saying? But the core of it is reaching the youths them at their comfort level and then try to take it to a next level. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. You say you do outreach and you went into the prison. Like, how was that experience for you?
So being in the prison ministry was at first very intimidating because, you go there and you see hardcore criminal, look them in them eye and you just turn away your face. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not an easy place to go. If your spirit not strong, them will run you out in terms of not necessarily physically, but they won't know if you're real or if you're fake, you know what I'm saying? And they won't test you. Like anywhere you go, prisoner test you. Like them talk loud over you, them this to see if you're intimidating, And I just grow in the prison ministry until them start to respect me until it turn a full-blown gospel dance, you know what I'm saying? Remember one time them did stop we for a while going to prison ministry because them said the amount of noise we're making there, them things say, them did go and work on escaping and then couldn't hear. And one day there was a prison break and them blame me say, you know, true we did it and make nice like the man them just use the opportunity. Me not really believe that still, but the prisoner them enjoy the prison ministry and me did enjoy it too, you know. A lot of them only know me by my voice because them can't see me. And then when they do hear my voice and then say, that little short man there. Pastor! We know the voice, you know, but respect in the lockup we know you from, you know. So, being in prison ministry nice. We do it in a Kingston, the big prison, downtown there, so I can't remember what name. And the one in Amobi, GP. And also down at Mandeville, lock up them. So, we've been to do the road with the hardcore criminals long time and long time before we reach the pulpit and we reach the stage and we reach the big platform them, you know what I'm saying? So it's just levels I believe to the thing. You know, and if you follow God from scratch and go build a little by little by little, stage by stage, and hence we have a pastor who is recognized in the dancehall and in the diaspora, you know, as also a branch of having a ministry that way, you know, and respected now. You know what I'm saying? At first, people think it was a gimmicks, which is natural, but the street knew it wasn't a gimmicks, you know what I'm saying?
Understand. Still on the prison, because that's a very unique situation. Through your time period of preaching in the prison, you can tell me like a success story per se, because I know that there are people that are affected by what you have done in the prison, so that's a given or you wouldn't be continuing.
Absolutely.
So is there like a success story you could say, oh, through what you have done, this person has changed in some way, shape, or
We book enough man in the book in our prison. We book Andre, we book Shane, you know, we book all kind of people where when them come out of jail, you know, them come out of the church and, you know, them cool off for a while, and you have other man where look around the place until them find the church, you know what I'm saying? You have other people who come out of jail. You have a man right now in a church named, oh man, can't remember what his name, right? But he's, can't remember what a man the name right now. Him do him fine and do him charge, man. Him not no problem, talk it all the while. And he's a member of the church right now. You know, you have David. You have a portion. Remember, you know, at the end of the day, you know, as me tell you, it's levels, you know. So, you go into the prison ministry and the people them come, and the same way you do school ministry, the same way you do hospital ministry, AIDS hospice, the people them come, these are just branches of the ministry. The only thing that the dancehall pastor get highlight because it's different, because it's a space that, you know, people don't actually go in that space. Then we talk to the girls them from the dancehall like my mother, go to them yard, go minister to them, but she never actually go into the space now and say, all right, watch you now. Give me the, you know, boom boom, give the mic and the pastor to the microphone, yeah. People is a real pastor in a real life, and them come bless up the place, you know, no take in what I say and things. So I guess it's all about bringing it to different levels. Maybe my son or my, you know, my daughter, my grandkids or whatever, if the world lasts that long, God allow a life to live that long. Maybe them go do something completely different. Or maybe somebody I watch this and have an inspiration to say, yo, them don't want to be the same, you know, normal way. The world is changing, so we have to change the way we approach. It's just like church is virtual now. Church is online now, you know. You know, the original elders, them can't manage it, having to talk in front of a camera, but guess what? I'm sure them now have 17, 15, 18, 50,000 people that listen to their message one time. You get me I say? Me, we take up my phone, I look at my phone alone, but thousands of people, hundreds and thousands of people, I react to your message them every single week, you know what I'm saying? So, you just have to know how to work with the times and move with the movement and try to always stay focused, always try to stay close to God, because the noise will affect you, right? The noise will affect you.
Alright. I go back a little bit into the ministry, because based
Yeah.
on our research, it's not a normal ministry, it's more like an outreach
Yeah.
ministry, right?
Yeah.
So when you talk more about that, like the origins of it, and because based on what you said previously, it's like is every generation in some sense like evolve the way the outreach to people are, yeah. So when you talk about how it started, the things you do, because you mentioned some previously, but when you really go into it.
So, my mother and father started the ministry in 1997, Paul Blake and Derek Blake. And my father was a reggae icon. He used to sing in the band named Bloodfire Posse. My mother was always supportive of him until the two of them joined ministry. I think my father did go first and then my mother come in after. And, he started as a parachurch. So a parachurch is somebody that they go to a normal church but they still do their outreach activity on them own. So it's not like them trying to start them own church or nothing. And it's not that, it's the church doing it. Them have them own ministry, but them, in the church, so it's like an outreach. So people would have to support them, sow seed in our ministry. So I joined my mother and father in ministry as I done UTech. I finished UTech, I wanted to sing music, I knew I needed to get an education, so, because my mother always was big on that. But I knew I always wanted to do music. And maybe in the end I'll become a pastor. Because I just want to do everything just like my father. Right? My father was like my idol in our way. Because him talk about when him sing on big stage show and the place mash up on him, the Germany, him the Holland, him the Austria. And I said, cheese and peas. You can imagine just a small piece of that in your life. And then God just bowl a ball off of me and say, hey, the music thing, not yet. Join your mother and father in a ministry. And I say, okay, me as a man, me not take long for obey God. Because I feel like the longer you take, the harder the decision become and it weigh upon your mind. And, so me like to obey God fast. Just get it out of the way and start the motion. And I join them in ministry and we used to do street church first. So every single Sunday to this day, we are on the street of Montego Bay every Sunday. And then we feed the street people them after. Right? Every Tuesday, I believe, we feed the kids them in a Canterbury and Gully, right? Either Tuesday and Thursday or every Tuesday, right? And Wednesdays, we go into prison ministry down at Mobile Lockup, right? This was pre-COVID, obviously, with the prison and the hospital, but the street church and things still goes on during those times. On Thursday, I believe, is hospital ministry, right? No, or Tuesday. Yeah, Thursday I believe is hospital ministry and then fasting in the evening, right? And then Saturday praise and worship preparation and then Sunday regular church. So there's a routine, right? And then, but by the time I came into ministry, my mother and father started a church because they reached out to so many people and, all these people were being filtered into other churches. And them said, boy, you really want to be with pastors. And then after a while, my mother and father decided to branch out into having a church, and I came in, support them in building the church. Congregation come from Gully, Canterbury, Albion Lane, because the church was located in this area. And then my mother took the ministry to a different level by saying, people them probably are looking and say, boy, them gone at them yard when it done and we have the reality of ghetto. So my mother moved all the way in our church upstairs, right? And that is where I would say the dancehall pastor start to develop because in the inner city, I wake up there, lift up the shutter, look out, see how them feel, feel the actual feeling of how them feel when you go out, because you don't know. You come out of the inner city and people are look upon you funny and I start to identify with the dancehall man them now and start to understand when Popcorn say, I'm from a place where dog eat dog. From my born I be a people a quarrel and them a scan and I say, yo, that's how I feel. Now I can understand why the people them relate to dancehall so much. And I start to appreciate the cartels them and the Popcorn and the Tamilies them at the time. Right, before the whole demon business, right, I start appreciate how them could relate the culture. And I said, this is exactly how the man them feel, why them always stick to that. And I said, me as a pastor, I am literally living in this situation, I can identify with them, so I start right in our more rebellious and more you know, against society and them kind of thing. But this time, you know, as a pastor, I still have to keep it, you know, as biblical as possible. But this is how I felt I could connect with the people, them emotion in that place, right? And we start trying to reach out to them by play football with them, and you know, if them beat we say, yo, we come and dance, and if we beat we don't have to come to church, and we beat them the first time, right? After that we could beat them again, right? And then it just moved to levels. Then I was at a gospel concert. At first, I was just, the first thing used to call me gangster pastor, because I always there on the gangster them. That's just my ministry. I always drawn to be gangster them. Right? My father always feels, always said to me, say, oh, you know, you have talked about you're a bad man. When? How do we not know that? But it wasn't actual physical, but my energy and my spirit always just feel like, you know, I connect with them. And would I go up on a church concert, them and the church people, them, like the church people, them look for you funny, you know, like, you know, you're aggressive and thing. And I used to go on gospel concerts, and the promoter, them always put me on first. And I just couldn't stand it, right? But I just have to work with it. You know, even if I was growing in the ministry, I always felt like, you know, I was unfairly treated in the gospel concert, them. And one day I met this youth named Proper Concept at a show. And the man said, I think I done a Clarendon. And the man said, yo, pastor, you're not going to sing later them show, you know, because it's going to be very risky for them put you on so late, because you might steal the show. Yeah, what you have to go do? You have to go look your own congregation, or you have to go look your own audience, or your own, right? Because their style is, it can feel it and it's real. The people need to hear it. And it's like it connect with me, because like I said to myself, if, as a pastor, I can't walk going to a pastor church and say, hey, guys, this is Pastor Stephen Blake. You know, I'm starting a church down here. So if you want to switch from this pastor, it's like me I sing, call me, yeah, if your pastor not treat you good, you can go to our next church. It's like, that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm just say, all right, I have to go look my own congregation. It's like the pastor have to go out there and win the sheep. I'm just say, all right, I go start singing for secular events and dancehall show, because that's who I was really trying to reach to anyway from day one. Not the saved and sanctified already. Me I try to reach to the lost at any cost. And it just start work. The people them just start appreciate it and love it until it just start growing. Me do some fest 2016, some fest 2017, some fest 2018. You know, I think I am the only gospel artist ever in the history of Sumfest to sing at 3 straight Sumfest or more than 1 Sumfest. I know Marvia Providence did sing 1 year, Prodigal did sing 1 year, at 3 me do, right? And it moved from levels to levels. I win Red Stripe Big Boss. I get a Prime Minister Youth Award 2019 or 18 for the work them I'm doing in the community, right? But the music was just very hard to get a full breaking, even though the people respect me as a pastor. And I went to New York, go sing at a show, and VP Records was there, and so they never hear somebody sing the gospel in that way before. You know, it almost feel like revolutionary, and them give me a 3-year distribution deal to put out anything I want for 3 years, whether it's an album or an EP or just a single, right? So, and this all started from just, the root of it is to reach to the youths them, you know, and it's just that it reached the levels where I'm on big platforms, you know what I'm saying? I end up start preach on Sleek, a Sunday daytime, and you know, Digital signed me to a podcast. So it's really about for all those who like to question you and thing, and it's okay. But remember, me are the first we're probably doing it for a consistent level. So it's going to take a time for the people to trust that what you're doing is have a good motive. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. Alright, so based on like a previous answer, you face a lot of highs and lows in the industry. You can express to me one of the lowest points you've ever been and how you overcome it.
Very good question. Well, my biggest low in music was came right after my biggest high. So I did a song with a artist, and the song was released, and then by the next day, you know, it was a big discussion because there wasn't the artist didn't agree about something, you know what I'm saying, and adversity that came with that was very, very hard because, you know, the artists have a lot of fans and a lot of respect in the industry, so a lot of people question me. And worse, all right, why I affect you more is because he's a pastor, you know what I'm saying? And pastor's supposed to be a man of integrity and a man where the people them look up to and respect. And so if you're just an artist alone, everybody can glad for the limelight and the publicity. But as a pastor, it kind of affect you because you say to yourself, I want them, you know, the people them go look upon me different. And how I really overcame that was just being strong, just showing love, just learning that adversity is a part of life. It builds champions, and if you're weak, if your strength is small, at the end of the day, the Bible says you're weak, right? And if you can't run with ordinary man, or you go run against footman in the end. So I just try to like stick to my Bible, stick to the original goal of why am I doing this. You know, you have to remember the why. The why is the most important thing. When adversity will come at any given point of your life of something. Adversity will come whether you have money, whether you don't have no money. Adversity will come and you have to remember, why am I doing this? Like, what's the purpose? Because God will tell me to do it, or because God will inspire me to do this, and I can't make because of adversity where Him probably allow for tests, for see if you go give in or you go surrender or you go run from the problem. So I guess the why I'm doing this was really what kept me going, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I could have make the fans them and the congregation and all of the people who believe in you see the pastor get soft and shrivel down and run away. No, the pastor is a real warrior in a real life, you know what I'm saying? The pastor is not no soft. You can't be a soft pastor in a them circle, right? So the why helped me going, and the support of the people. Like, my people support me right through, right? My close friends them support me, my family support me. Like, them they did it right through. I have like 2 or 3 friends who did it right through with me, right? Like, Brother Robles, right? Sister Parker, right? HQM, right? My mother, my sister, them like them say, and the ministers, the board of Acts of the Holy Spirit, all of them like, you know, them say to me, say, hey, we got your back, prayers there, you know what I'm saying? So, and to God be the glory. I think we have see the positive side of sticking to the adversity, and it's now over, and hopefully, you know, it's a new season going forward, you know.
Alright. I respect the answer still. Going forward now, like, tell me like, how was like give me one of your first memory performance and ever went through, like how you did feel? Yeah, me that more know.
The first Sumfest.
What a day it will be. Sing! When I God alone and rule over we.
2016, when Joe Bogdanovich take it over, I did win a Sumfest competition, and I sing an international night, reggae night, and I think I me opened the show. And one of the time them like them couldn't get my song to play at first, and my sister said, say something now. Cause I thought it was a group at the time. Say something now. I say, yo, me not say nothing, like me kind of dumbstruck, you know what I'm saying? But then once it start working, I get in my element and things. So my first Sumfest was, I would have to say, was my favorite ever time. That was a dream come true to sing on Reggae Sumfest. Dream. Seeing? So that would I have say is my favorite of all time. Maybe my second favorite performance was Red Stripe live back to over the Red Stripe field there with about 20 or 30,000 people stand up and wait for me to run on stage, you know what I'm saying? But I would say the most important performance of my memory that I will never forget is my first ever Sumfest.
Alright. Okay, I remember if I was an artist, I could understand why some fest should have to do that, you know, one of them.
Yeah, man, that is my. There's no. I dress up in a full suit, Goldie. Full suit, me dress up in a. Right? Bow tie. You know, clean. And my father come on stage with me and my sister. Yeah, that's my best and favorite performance ever.
Alright. No, we'll do it at a flip side now. Which performance you ever do will make you have to reflect on yourself and say, you have some need for work on something?
Or which we would say worst performance then?
Yeah,
Alright.
it have to be a worst performance in there. It can still be one of the good ones, but to you
So-
yourself, you say, oh, you know, something I could have done better, or something lacking, and I go work on it, and this a reflection.
As a matter of fact, two perform. Well, one, I did go come see, Moby come see, and I go sing a come see 1 year, and I get boo. That boo that changed my career totally, because I decided to say, any show me will never take a next boo again. Because so it made me dip on my, like, if me I go on a no show, yo, the energy when me run out with, you don't have no time for boo me. See, because by the time me run out of breath, I tell you. Right? So that show 2009, the name Celebration, them time them was a big I link nice local artists in Montego Bay, and every show me do me sing Be a Jacure, and the girls them scream, and as a matter of fact, me did a Rising Star one at the time them, and Come See was my place where anytime I sing, the place just go crazy. Remember one time I singing and people fling money all panty and fling off of me, you know, on stage, you know, when I start singing, you know, when I go Come See, right? And I go back, bossy, stand up so all the gate and say, yeah man, I mean, you know, I get some boo, you see, but what changed the atmosphere in that day was when I started singing my original song. And them stop boo me when I start singing my original song. We did have a song named She Gone Far Away, She Gone Far to Stay, yeah. She not coming back, she not coming at all. She gone far, so far away, so far away, away, away. And the crowd stop boo and I say, you know, I'm going to start sing my song them going forward, you know. And I think from that, I did only get one boo after that. At a gospel concert, the old people them fun me. Come off my stage, boy. Right, then I sing my dancehall song them for, and then I guess I just, so the two changes were one, I start sing my original song them, and two, I stop sing at the church event them and sing in the dancehall, and that's where it connect with the people them.
We would call it like dancehall gospel in a sense. Like we would call it genre, because you basically invent that genre.
Yeah, well, you have some man where do it, you know, right? But that them accepted in the gospel arena. Me get accepted in the mainstream and dancehall arena. And
but isn't that the point, really? Like, if you do dancehall gospel, you're supposed to be accepted in the dancehall.
True.
So you really, you would have been like called the success story in a sense.
I would, if you say so, I to God be the glory. I take the compliment. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, that's bit. That's like the logic, right?
Yeah.
Well, real logic, I say both, but really and truly, if you can only be accepted in gospel and not dancehall, you're the only one who actually get accepted in dancehall.
True.
So you're spearheading the part where every gospel artist wants to be.
That's very true. That's very true. I mean, me there on a big platform then. You know what I'm saying? And I feel grateful that I do get opportunities to. Because I do get opportunities to bless the show, if you get me, I say. That's like my role in dancehall and reggae.
Yeah, and everybody need blessing.
That's true. You know, and I'm glad for the opportunity. You know, and I remember there was a moment when I would question people, why nobody now do this? Why nobody now do this? Why nobody? And a man said, Rasta youth said to me, maybe you are the man for do it, you know, pastor. I said, maybe you're right. You know what I'm saying? So.
I said, go for real. Like, more when you see a problem, instead of asking why it's not fixed, you just
go fix it.
Yeah. That's how new ideas come out.
That's true. And I start see some man, I look for the youth named Prince Saj, right? Where come second in the Magnum thing the other day. And him come second and sing gospel. Him sing gospel from it start to finish from the big bad Magnum platform. Big up the winner still, my brethren too. Right? But Prince Saj, him sing the dancehall gospel on the hardcore dancehall beat. Yo, make me get the photograph. I said, bro, straight then. I said to myself, I wonder if I could have beat that youth in my day, because I have to do the same thing when me had the red stripe big boss. And me a war against the big boy them, you know. Me a war them with my gospel and win, you know. Right? And me I say, yo, that youth are bad, you know. That youth would really give me a run for my money if me and him enter a competition at the same time.
Because you look at it for real, you know. There are a lot of people, especially the younger generation, that really need a balance.
True.
Because
very good.
Some young people can't really mesh with the older gospel hymns and everything there, but they still want to go to church on Sundays. They still want to get God incorporated in their life. You're supposed to know that, because especially in like inner city areas. You get me? So.
But it's funny you say that, you know, because enough of the dancehall man, them are the church man, them, you know. Them tell me that with when I meet them, you know, say, yo, them grow in a church and we used to sing in a church. And some of them just could get for really and truly express themselves because of the, you know, the strictness, you know what I'm saying? And some of them feel judged, and I saw them end up finding them voice outside, and it go hard for you. It go hard for you go back to, you know. So I guess it is refreshing when you see somebody of the faith that you believe in, go out there and show that, listen, you accept the culture, you accept what the culture is about, and you just try to invade it with your spiritual words and spiritual advice. You know what I'm saying?
Another question based on what you're answering. You said that the older people usually get like a fight. You said that there's a strain between like I don't even know how to classify it as traditional Christian versus New Age Christian.
Of course.
How can that be resolved?
Time, you know. I'm 32, so God allow me to continue doing this work for a while. Them go have to accept it if God is in it. If God is in it, then go have to accept it. Right? And eventually the youths them go start to accept it, and them not gonna have no choice but for the young people say, yo, that them and they want for sure. Because them are going to pay the money or them go. So it's just a matter of time. There is also fear. Because remember, you know, me is a young pastor, you know, and most times pastors are older. You know what I'm saying? And people more respect an older pastor. And so maybe I would not have maybe I had to go this route for people to actually see that, you know, young people can push forward and make a joyful noise in society.
You'd have like a favorite cartoon or video game?
FIFA. Favorite video game is FIFA. All of them come straight back to now. When I was growing up, I loved sports. So my father that buy me. I don't know every single sportsman. Basketball, baseball, American football. Only thing we never interested in was hockey. Right? So I loved that. I never liked Gran Turismo because I couldn't win. So to this day, because of that, I not even like fast car. Or even when people create all kind of excitement about car. I like football, I like sports. I'm passionate about that. I liked Disney, you know. And when I went to Carnival, the man was like, Disney, oh, you idiot. What kind of Disney you talk about? I remember the first time I go fight one youth, named Matthew Brooks. And I go in class, and I said, it's going to go down 12 o'clock today. Right? We're going to fight. Yo, I said the place mush up. Everybody was, oh, what kind of joke thing this? And I bet you I tell you, say, yo, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, I pay all a man $20. I say, yo, you think me are going to a fight? So, yo, see, $20 you can defend me. The man give me some lick the day, right? See, because this Disney stupidness, I go to the man and tell him, we're going to fight. It's going down. Right? Watch too much foolishness, man. Right? I can't remember no other cartoon of it. My favorite movie before, no, before my favorite movie was Space Jam, right? Before
You have to clarify the old one.
the old Space Jam. Yeah, I never watched the new one. It never interests me still. Yeah, it never looked like it was exciting to me, as I can say.
Watch both of them still. I feel like the new, it's just that the newer one are for the newer generation.
Yeah.
Because certain things that get we happy and thing, it's not the same. So
Yeah, the new generation of kids, them fight war virtual and fling words, you know. Our old generation wants it roughness and toughness, you know. You know, the monsters are fight against the Looney Tunes and them kind of way there, you know. So
alright, so going into the next question. Do you believe in the law of attraction?
yeah. The law of attraction says that what you're looking for is looking for you, right?
Yeah, like anything
Yeah.
you really work towards, you can achieve.
Yeah. I believe in the law of attraction. I believe that in the law of attraction, though, there's a certain discipline, right? You can't just want something and just feel like it will come to you. It's looking for you, but you have to be disciplined and to be ready for it when it comes. You know, a lot of us want the blessing, but we want it before time, and a blessing before the time is a curse. You know what I'm saying? It's like you meeting a girl and, you know, immature. You go lose the opportunity with a girl there, you get me, I say? You want a vehicle before time and you know have the discipline for manage a fast car, you know, have the discipline for don't drive out your gas every week, you know, maintain it and them things there. So I do believe in the law of attraction, and it's just like how I wanted to be an artist, but I never end up get to be a artist how me did plan it. But I still become a pastor, and I still on the platforms them where the artists them depend. And I feel grateful. It might not be the way how my father went do it, when he go up and him join a band, and the band named Paul Blake and the Bloodfire Posse. You know what I'm saying? I am Pastor Stephen Blake, me more tend towards having a congregation and pastoring the flock. But God give me a talent of music, and Him give me a talent and I try to use it as best as possible to bring souls and to bring a more awareness of Father God in our society and in our world today.
We're going to ask if you have no script, no verse, no Bible verse where you can use to reinforce the law of attraction.
Faith without works is dead. So when you can't just have faith, say this go come to you. You have to work towards it as well. Right? The Bible says, write down the vision and make it plain, and after many days it shall come to you. Write down what you want, right? And cast your bread upon the waters, and after many days it will come back. So the law of attraction, a lot of these philosophy was based off of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You have some people where we reason with me and talk about, you know, things that were there before the existence of the Bible. But to me, the Bible does not necessarily have to mean a book that was written. I believe that they were in these things that were written at a time were always there, and it's just that at the moment that they had to document it, you know. But the Bible and the Word of God, the Bible represents the Word of God, and the Word of God is there from existence, right? Which means it is in all of us, because God is in all of us, each and every person, and it is just for us to. Sometimes you have to, you know, you ever get an idea, or you ever get it's like something in your mind, but you just don't know how to manifest it, and just one day you read something and it's like you say, this me I try express myself. It's like when I was at Cornwall, I did English exam for CXC, and I got A for understanding, but D for expression, right? Sometimes we're not able to express how we feel or what is inside of us, but that does not mean that it was not already there and in existence. It's like me like a girl because she make me feel good, or because she make me feel like me alive or me feel inspired because of her presence. It's not her presence cause that. It was already inside of me. It's just that she bring it out. You get what I'm saying? So all of these things, law of attraction and all of these things were always in existence, right? And it is a part of God's principle. It's just that we as men find different ways to express it.
Alright, that's a very interesting way of looking at it. I'm sure, like a lot of people, because you have a lot of people out there that bash the law of attraction because, you know, you have some people who are Christians and some people who don't believe, or they believe in a supreme being, but they don't attach it to any specific name.
Right.
So and a lot of Christians out there will say, oh, it's blasphemy to believe in the law of attraction because it's not really said by God or anything like that. So you putting it in that perspective is basically letting them know that it's the same thing. You get me? It's just people call it different things.
What people need to understand, and that's why I tell you there's levels to understanding, levels to love, levels to patience, levels to endurance, levels to reasoning, right? And that's why you can't the Bible says, do not cast your pearls among the swine. I know everybody can give information to them, take it and tear it up and say a foolishness attack, right? There are levels to this thing. So it's just like Moses. He chose Moses to lead his people out of Egypt. See? Why he chose Moses? Because Moses did bright. Moses could have broke down his message to the people for them to understand. So the levels of wisdom you have and the levels of knowledge you have is the levels that God can use you. So if you only have basic information, basic knowledge of God and His Word and understanding who Him is, a lot of people only have head knowledge, they don't really have the heart knowledge. Them just study a book.
Yeah, spiritual knowledge.
Right, they don't have a spirit, not connecting to them soul, so them can talk based off of what them read or what somebody say, but them don't try to get the understanding of how God operates. So God operates in a way where Him just use who is available. So if you're bright bad, there's more of an asset to Him because guess what? Him can give something where you will understand, where average man now go understand. You get me I say? Because and that's why in disciples them, if you look upon Him disciples them, some of them never come from nowhere, but some of them did really bright. You get me I say? Matthew, he was a doctor, or Luke. Luke was a doctor. Matthew was a tax collector. You have to have some level of depth to who you are as a person. More time for God. Break down certain things. So sometimes that's why the Bible said don't even get too much. Don't get too involved in basic reasoning and logics versus this because it will only cause war and anger and bad feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Alright. So that down a bit. Now I ask you. Alright, so what do you say the remedy for a broken heart?
Broken heart?
Yes.
Wow.
What's your remedy you would say give to the people?
You know, it's very funny you ask me that question. Them always about women or youths in a transition. Where them heart broken or that them been betrayed or then them them start doubt themselves. And the key for me is first thing is always good to make it known that you are going through something, right? And next thing is also because a broken heart, when it mend, it really gets stronger. It's like a muscle. When it tear, it go get stronger when it mend. So we cannot control what happens to us. We only can control how we respond. And broken heart and adversity is a part of life. And it is how you respond to it. You either go lie down and dead and, or you're going to wake up tomorrow and just say, yo, this is a part of my life that I learned something that I don't want in my life going forward. Because this is what can hurt me or break me. And it is always good to reach out to, because in these times you have to learn to trust your energy. Right? Sometimes we don't trust people, or worse, don't trust your energy because we've been so broken and hurt by people who we have trusted before. And I'm sure we have seen signs and red flags and things, but we still choose to ignore the feelings. So what I would say is, if you're listening to this right now and you have a broken heart or you have a broken issue right now, right? First thing you need to do is try to pray about it and ask God for healing and ask God, try to find the strength to forgive. I remember there were some people that just couldn't forgive me. They hate them like poison. I mean, I have to just start read scriptures and forgiveness every day, right? And if somebody I go through a broken heart, I go on Google and I type in scriptures and broken heart. Right? So the Bible will say, never forsake his kids, he never say the righteous forsaken. These little things will take time, heal your wounds them. Reach out to the pastor, reach out to, somebody who the devil. Let me tell you something about how the devil operates. I can tell you how God operates and I can tell you how the devil operates. The devil loves to work in darkness. So you see, if you keep it to yourself, he will beat you left, right, and center with your thoughts and your mind. Right? But when you bring it to the light is talking about it, breaking it known. Man, society nowadays, man, not really like talk, boy. I'm a wounded star and a girl. Disrespect me, my friend disrespect me. Man, try to hold it and make it worse. You have to talk, you have to communicate. It's okay to be vulnerable as a man or even as a woman, right? And I think that is one of the reasons why God made me more focused even on my pastorship, is to actually help the people them who broken down, who hurt, who reach out to the pastor, man. Instagram DM, Pastor Stephen Blake. See? Reach out. That is the role of the pastors and the role of good Samaritans in society, to help heal the broken heart them. Right? You have some people where they will be ungrateful and them things, but broken hearts is a part of society, is a part of life, and you have to just learn to manage the adversity that come with it. Right? But if you can't find a pastor, you can't find somebody to talk to, I would say, pray, read, Google scriptures and broken heart, Google scriptures and forgiveness, Google things that feed your soul and your spirit and your mind. You know what I'm saying? Philosophy. I believe in a philosophy, right? Philosophy is something where teach you, things. You have to use the opportunity to empower yourself, strengthen back your heart. That when it come back together, it's not just physically stronger, but you have more wisdom, you're smarter. Sometimes we don't learn until we get pain. So, most times these things are just experiences that make us grow and get better.
Alright. That was a good answer still. So moving into, tell me which song, it doesn't even have to be a song you sing per se, but which song has gotten you emotional?
Emotional, like make you want to cry?
It can make you cry, depending on the emotion that you feel, something will stand out to you. You can say, a high level of emotions.
I can't remember no song right now specifically in this interview, but it depends, because sometimes I like listen dancehall when it make you feel tough, make you feel like you're rough. And then you go have some, like you have some songs on TikTok too, like were really nice, talking to the moon and what I brother the name, I sing My Baby My Valentine. Especially when you listen to some them played on the piano or the acoustics version, right? They make you feel like emotional and you think about somebody, or I can't remember none specifically right now that make you feel like,
Yeah.
I mean, you have some hill songs still, right? Where make you feel like, you want for just hold like that, like a godly meds there and thing, but at the moment, I can't figure out none where really and truly make you say, oh, hallelujah. Them way they come, he's not really that kind of man,
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Alright, so based on you just said a while ago, you listen to a wide genre of music.
Yeah.
Who would you say? Because I normally ask who do you look up to in dancehall, but this goes out in different areas. So like who inspire you or who you listen to as artists? And again, it doesn't have to be dancehall or reggae, it can be on a global scale.
Alright, so who bad for me in dancehall? I don't think people talk about him enough. His cranium. Boy, they're wicked. He can sing, and him just not hype. Him low key, bad. I think Massacre can write really good too. For dancehall, you have to talk about Cartel and the whole of them, man, right? Popcorn, everybody. Let me see. At first, when I was growing up, I used to listen to music from the 80s and 70s, So I like Elvis Presley, I like Bob Marley, I like Stevie Wonder, I like the Bee Gees, I like the Beatles, I used to like Tupac, right, and Biggie earlier, but not the mixtape them. I just like the big hit song them, right? I like the youth name, The Weeknd, right? I like old school hip hop, 50 Cent. I like legends, you know what I'm saying? I like the man them, the legend them.
The mainstream man.
Yeah, yeah, man. I like them kind of guy. I mean, I really listen like music to that level where I know the underground artists, them and them way there. For gospel, in America, I like Lecrae. Obviously, I go like Kirk Franklin because I am maybe a version of that for this culture, where him bridge the gap, and I'm always used to theme type of sound can play anyway, It's just like I don't necessarily have a song that play everywhere, but the type of pastorship I do, you go see me anyway. You know what I'm saying? And the people them not gonna say, "Why pastor do you?" Them know my role already. Who else me like? Which female artist I like now? I think Nicki Minaj was the best rapper I've ever heard before.
I bet, yeah. And that's arguably true, like one of the best female rappers.
Yo, the way she DJ, I mean, I don't know how.
Sure, I go against any man.
Yo, I don't know how she just the business, after a while a man drown out and thing, but think they're really good to
She dropped an album the other day, man.
Was it?
Yeah.
Get excitement?
Yeah, she have a what you call it? She do an album from one of her mixtape what she did do. That you get good rotation to, cause like she remixed a couple of her songs, put on it, and then now she I think either she drop an album or she working on an album, but she's coming back. I think she said since she have her child.
Oh.
After she have her child.
It's like the energy I come back.
Yeah.
I like Rihanna, I like Drake, I like Lil Wayne, I did like Rick Ross. I like the man them were just consistent and have catalog, you know them way there? Yeah.
And most of the people we call real people have like strong work ethic.
Right. Them just have catalog. It's like when them are run things, all 3-4 years them just run that straight.
And most of them too, they're not only good in music, them good business wise too. Yeah, because Rihanna is a billionaire now. Rick Ross own how much properties and
see there?
How much money Drake. Lil Wayne is the next one, so
Yeah, them bright. Them not just like it's not just talent alone, them bright. You can hear it in them even alkaline. Like you can know educated youths them. The way how them DJ, them don't DJ basic. You know them way there? Yeah. My father, me have to give me respect to Jamil. Like me just a student of music. Me just like music in general. I like Beyonce, sometimes I don't really love everything but what she do, but me just a student. Me just even what them name again? Can't get it. I gotta leave my door open. What them name again? Bruno Mars. Wicked piece of artist them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Snoop Dogg. Me just a student of music. I just did love it growing up. I just never know say but I be a pastor so early in life. Because maybe I would have studied pastorship when we were young. I just used to just music, game, music and sports. That was just me. Pastorship come, little.
For you know the direction in which you're taking, because you're literally doing music and...
Is music make my pastorship relevant? Yeah. Music build my platform as a pastor. Right? Which is really funny.
You're reaching the people
Exactly. Right? Because hope they there. You know what I'm saying? But music, I will build my platform as a pastor. Right? I've always been a pastor when I came into music, but like music make Sleek know me. Music make on stage know me. Music make me go up on, different platform all up to what the breakfast club me here discuss it. Right? And I say, friendship farm. All the breakfast club here, them say, Pastor Stephen Blake. I say, bro, it's straight lock. Them say my full name,
Yeah.
You couldn't believe. So, me have to just give thanks to the platform. I remember, my father started the foundation and my mother. So my father singer, my mother a preacher. So I guess I taught them spirit.
So it just work, yeah. It just a combination of both. Yeah, eh? So, alright, so going to the music side, say, what would be like? Who would be your dream collaboration?
Dream like
I say, alright, seeing that music, people will listen to, or who would you want to work with? Like I say, if I get this collaboration right now, I am content.
Yeah. Alright. Right now, who did I discuss this with the other day? I don't remember if I Goldie me that talk about it with. But 2 collab would I want to do right now. I would want to do a collab with Coffee. I would want to do a collab with Cranium. Right? Those who I would want to do a collab with right now. Right? Any one of them call me right now, I would say yes. Because I feel like me feel like me and Coffee could have done a wicked collab about like the church versus, and their style of judgment with people and them personality and them belief or how them stay. Feel like that would have been a wicked conversation. Yeah. And I feel like Cranium now, that man the bad, him just low key, him just can sing, and when him attack, it's like it feel real, you know what I'm saying? Him can make the thing. So yeah, I feel like I would, if he wants to do 2 collab, would I go there so? Right? And if I foreign now, any one of them big man there, give me a show, would I glad feet still, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, any one of them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I like to do a collab with Skip Marley. Right? I feel like we're wicked. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, say, if I go rapper, one of them kind of man there, or contemporary, The Weeknd, or one of them kind of, yeah.
Alright, I get you. Alright, so now I'll call for the philosophical side now. What is success to you?
Success, very good question. Very difficult question to answer. I would say success is giving every single thing that you have done and living with the result, knowing that you gave your all. Right? Success is not necessarily always about the result, but success is about have you grown as a person, during the process, and are you this person who you are today? Were you that last year, or 2 years ago, or or after the experience? What have you learned? You know what I'm saying? Because we will never all reach our goals at everything. So I would probably say for my goals as a musician or goals as an artist, I wouldn't say I've been successful. Because if I ask you one song what me do, you can't tell me. But it caused me to be a success as a pastor. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really judge success off of a result, because some failures are what they call failures. Some disappointments lead to bigger appointments, to bigger platforms. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I would love one day my song them. Me walk out downtown and hear it all over, see it on the Billboard charts. You got Africa next month, then go the book on tour of Europe the next month, and then you go to Australia. I would love that. But if it is that never happened, but God build me pastorship and me respect through society, it is what He originally wanted at the end of the day. So me, success is obeying God by doing what Him called you to do and fulfilling your purpose. What have you been called on earth to do? Just like how you call to bring, different perspectives to people all over the world, right? And to expose talents and people all over the world. You go feel content in yourself that, listen, I could have, last year, I'm sure a phone me an interview a man pan. This year, I gone to HD camera, different caliber people are come through this studio. That is success because you're operating in your purpose, right? But to each man, success is different. So that's why I feel like it is a personal, to each person, that is something personal what success really is.
And you mentioned earlier that everybody won't achieve all their goals, but my view kind of different on that. Even though you don't achieve your goals, like you can set things in place for, like, say for example, just like you say your parents started an outreach ministry and they want to target inner city people in particular. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But they didn't get to target all aspects. But because you're able to target a section that they weren't able to get through to. So I feel like when success is still success for them, because you're achieving what they want.
True.
It's a way you say, oh, alright, I am not able to achieve this in my time, but
very true.
Next generation can achieve.
Very true. So essentially you're right. So if you plant the seed in the ground with a good motive, it will grow different ways and different. Because we still do God works 2,000 years later, you know what I'm saying? So that's a very good perspective. That maybe you're right. Maybe we do all reach our goals that we set out towards, but at different pace and time.
And then your son, if he choose to take the same direction, can reach a section that you aren't able.
Probably reach all a Gothic section, pastor of the Gothics, you know what I'm saying? So you never know.
Mm-hmm. You get me? So, alright, so the question here I got kind of a little bit personal.
Yeah.
Explain, as you're comfortable to explain, what are you going through right now?
Well, right now, my energy levels are back up. Right now, my energy levels are back up. It was down the last few weeks. But it's back up. It's not about a physical feeling, because I might not be feeling physically well right now, but my spirit and my energy level is at a high that it hasn't been in a long time. And it boils down to what you're right, let's say, like trying to achieve specific targets and goals, and I feel like I've reached my first quarter of the year goals, and now I have an energy to go into the next quarter of the year and try to reset goals and try to figure out what's the next move.
Alright. I'm going to ask you now is, because the avenue that you're going to, as I said, is you're basically pioneering it the right way.
True.
Give me some pros and cons.
Of going in the dance?
Yeah, like not even just the dance, but being the dancer pastor. That because we know earlier that say the older folks they never really to gravitate to what you do, but more educate like people like say, these are the things that you can expect happen to you.
So the pros is that you go stand out. People are gonna know you. The opposite of that is that any little thing you do, criticism are gonna beat you, right? Because you're in a limelight, and unfortunately there are a lot of people that wait for you to fall. They might wait for you for a moment where you get beaten, That is just some people thing. And not everybody go like you, and not everybody go respect you, and not everybody go tell you hello, right? Also, being in this situation, you have to be extra cautious where you can't really slip, because remember, it's spiritual work you're doing. So anything what you would do, the devil goes say too. See? So you can't, on one side, claim say you do God work out in the public, and then in one side you're under the quiet, you do a different thing, you will get licking at your face. Right? A next pro is, yes, you get a mic in a dance and you can preach and do everybody see and respect you. But just know that the dance is dangerous too. Bad man night dance, and bad man can see their enemy and fire shot off of them enemy any day, And you better just hope so you're not in a crossfire, because that happened to me in one dance already. When I have to jump over a wall and the dance done. With man dead on the floor and them take him up and move. See? So, yes, it is a very prestigious work to do God's work, but it is not easy, right? And also, you cannot lose the people them trust. That is very important. See? You have to be careful with people trust, especially when you deal with danger. See? If the people them lose them trust for you, that is a dangerous place for you to be. Because guess what? They don't trust. So if you lose them trust, you just know, say, at any moment in time you can get harmed for that. Right? So there are so many pros and cons. Also, woman go love you half. That is a pro. But the con is, if you fall to temptation, then go inform upon you. And the world go know. So there are so many pros and cons in this thing. It's like every pro have a con. You know what I'm saying? But the greatest thing about it is that where there is evil, greater good is. You know what I'm saying? Try to be disciplined, listen to your elders, listen to your boards, your board of directors, listen to your pastors, listen to your friends. Right? Because they don't want to see you as a pastor fall, because they go feel embarrassed too. So it's not that, them just try to stop it from have fun. No, them know that tomorrow morning, if them hears of the pastor in a problem, the man will say, yo, you see all your pastor, brethren. They won't shame too. So you have a lot of people who are respecting of you and have a lot of hope on you. So don't let them down. So it's a big, in all of this, it's a big burden for carry. It's a big cross. So make sure you do your warm-up, make sure you do your process, your preparation. Don't jump, don't skip. So if you have to start in a gully by giving out bun and cheese, start this so. Then you build up by keeper outreach. Then you build up, take it to the street church. Then you build up, carry it to the prison. Then you build up, carry it to a different state, before you start going in the limelight. Because guess what? The little stages them where you get fight from the little man wrong there so, and fight from the in-laws there so, and fight from the church member. Those things are building you for the bigger picture. So if you can't manage, a deacon fight against you in your own church, or you go and manage when the media try to say something different about you, or a big artist, or a big police, or a strong man in a community against you. If you can't manage a little deacon, now go call them liquor. You can't manage the war inside of your local church. You know what I'm saying? So there's levels to the thing. Don't skip no level. Each of it is there to build you to carry it to the next level.
Alright. Thanks for that. Alright, so to the viewers, which books would you recommend for them to read? I know the first one is going to be Bible, of course. Easy way. So which books would you recommend to the viewers? I say,
I don't read all of the Art of War, but I like read them kind of book there. I like philosophy books them, right? And you have to be careful because some of them are atheists and them kind of thing, but them still bright. You know what I'm saying? I like Sigmund Freud, right? I like a lot of philosophers.
Like 48 Laws of Power.
No, I not read that, but it's good to read it. Let me tell you why it's good to read it. It's good to read it so you can know what a man do. Because philosophy saying in the Art of War, know thyself, know thy enemy. 1,000 war, 1,000 victory. So if you know your enemy, based off of them reading 48, because I know one girl who read 48 Laws of Power and she literally manifests that in one way and I say, oh, this you do, oh, that you do. So when you have the information for your enemy, it is the greatest thing because them, no matter what them use for you, you're already equipped and know how them thinking. That's why it's 1,000. Know thyself, know yourself first, know your enemy. But if you know yourself and know your enemy, 1,000 war, 1,000 victory. You know what I'm saying? So, I like read philosophy. I like read them kind of book there. I like to read. There's a Sidney Trim book. Is a warfare prayer book, right? Sidney Trim. So these are the different things. I like to listen those books. I really like the physical reading and them kind of way there. You know what I'm saying?
Alright. so I put you in a scenario. You wake up, whole house on fire. You can only take out one thing. What would it be?
You mean like
So you have the house up on fire,
nobody in the house?
nobody in the house. You can only take one thing.
My phone.
Phone.
Yeah.
Alright. Why did I take up your phone over, let's say, like your passport or them sort?
Because your phone, you know, you can. There's so many things connected to the phone nowadays. You probably all have picture your passport and you have picture your driver's license and everything in your phone. So right now the world is in your phone nowadays. Your Bible there in your phone, everything. Once you have your phone, you can make call, you can get help, you can, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, everything can get back.
Alright. Alright, so our next question will be, if you weren't in this field right now, what do you think you'll be doing? And this field,
Very good
like,
question.
you're kind of in a two field now, you're a pastor and you're an artist of sorts, so you're going to get omity, you can't use none out of them two.
Would have been very strange to say, but I would have been I like power, you know. Yeah, I like power, so I don't know if it's a short man syndrome or what, but I would have been in a power field. So hopefully I would be a good man and go in a government. But if I was a bad boy, I'd be maybe a narco. Yeah. Lord forgive me for say that. But I truth.
Yeah. Well, just you pick the part where you work out for you, which is where you're at now.
Right. So me like the power, me like the respect, and so you have to work to get that, do you know?
Because you look at it like this, you have enough pastors who probably if them never become a pastor, then they'll be a gunman or
Then I tell you.
so yes, man. So it does work out. Alright, so wrap up to a close now. Alright. So what would be your message to the youth watching?
Be your authentic self, be a real and true self, because at the end of the day, if you try to be somebody different and you know, tipping toe around people and trying to do everything to impress them, and then at the end of the day, if them don't like you, them still go let you go. And then that's when you choose to be yourself. You waste your time, you know what I'm saying? You waste your time trying to be somebody else, trying to please everybody. Be your authentic, real self, you know? Believe in who you are. All if them try to give you a fight, don't just lay down and give them back a fight. You know what I'm saying? Be a real, true, authentic self. You know, much years me a fight for be myself, right? And after how much years me in a ministry now? From 2009 come to now, which is what, 13 years I'm a pastor, about 10 out of it. That the first me ever say, cause before, you know, the Star and them go post dancehall pastor in quotation or self-proclaimed pastor of the dancehall. Observe, I say post Sunday. Pastors, and put me with beer pastor on the front. Seeing opinion on the lockdown or the opening of the industry. And when I look for the first time I ever see them put me with a Porsche in the pastor, right? I say, look like me, the society finally accept that even though I do this work and it is unorthodox, I am a pastor. And then put me with my picture with the other pastor them in a society, right? Not just about entertainment alone, you know what I'm saying? So, and not because I am a man who love my culture in a dancer. Al Miller them used to do the same thing, it's just that Al Miller wasn't a artist like that, and Steve Samuels them and Clevie them and so on. Me believe in my musical talent and me not go make them water down my thing, right? But I am still a pastor, but I'm just a different type of pastor, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, so do you have any new projects coming up?
Yeah. Well, me just put out the song with just put out Solid Ground. It kind of get a little fight still. So I'm gonna put out couple more music. You know, I have 1 and 2 show for music show, you know. Hopefully, you know, the mandate them kinda lessen. So, you know, more people can travel and them kind of thing there. Right? But me as a man will write off a literal experience and do things off a inspiration. So just keep on the lookout for what's coming next.
Alright. I missed one question. I asked it to say, I cut it back in.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so if you were supposed to sing one song word for word, what would it be?
I only know my song them word for word. I don't know other song word for word. Like even when we used to sing at Come See, I mean I sing some Jackie or Earliest I made it this day, I don't know what I sing say, but the crowd are mash up same way, you know?
Yeah, because the melody.
Yeah, but it just sound like it. You sometimes I forget my own lyrics. Shame sometimes myself, you know, I go to America and I sing God I'm a boss and forget my own lyrics. So I would say, God I'm a boss, I know I would sing right now, word for word. So this is Pastor Stephen Blake from Acts of the Holy Spirit Ministries International. You have just tuned in to The Reasoning. Make sure you tune in and give your feedback. You can follow me on Instagram at Pastor Stephen Blake. Same thing on TikTok. And join me live every Sunday on my Instagram, 9:30 a.m. And let's just see where this goes. But I'm glad that you guys are here for The Reasoning. I look forward to more reasoning. And don't be afraid to DM me and show me. Speak a blessing over you, protection, wisdom, grace, and strength, salvation in Jesus' name. God bless you all. You understand me? Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good interview.
This is nice.